Alright, am I audible? Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Alright. Is the application too loud? I know it's fast forwarding right now because I'm skipping through the cutscenes. Okay, I can balance the game audio. Is that better? I'm just skipping through cutscenes because I've played this game before. For anybody watching, if you want a synopsis, climate change is so bad it has opened a portal to another dimension. And these cutscenes are really poor quality because that's just how they are. I do have both the DS version and 3DS version, but I am using the DS version because that is less hell on my computer. Yeah, I get that YouTube has a few seconds of chat delay. Okay, so here we have the United Nations. They're just going to be a bunch of dicks. So we're going to skip through everything here. It's Obama, and here is Hillary Clinton. It's Hillary Clinton. Yay, Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton explains how we're going to an alternate dimension. Alright, okay, Obama's back. Here is Arthur. I will actually call him his real name because he is the best character in the game. He is a silly robot. Well, he's actually an AI, not a robot, but same difference. Trust me, this dialogue is very riveting, but I'm skipping through it because I want to get to the part of the game that actually involves the challenge. Alright, and so, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the same name I did for my test run. I hope you will all like it. I am going to be... no. I am going to name myself Human Person. Alright, my name is Human Person. Thank you, Crewman Person, yes. Thank you, Commander Gore. And so, if you don't know anything about Shin Megami Tensei, there's this system called alignment, and it's really important in this game because it determines what my party members can be and not in, like... Shin Megami Tensei works like Pokemon, but in this game, matching your alignment with your party members is important. So I'm going to try to stick to neutral for the first dungeon, and then from there I can deviate because I'll have a lot more options. But I'll explain the rules as we get to them. So I need to go and move to the deck and go to the briefing, and Gore, who I jokingly called Obama, is going to talk at us for quite a while. Here's Jimenez. He is very epic. He does things like be generally stupid and cowardly and turn himself into a pickle. Okay, thank you guys. Alright, cool. We turned on our Iron Man suit called a Demonica. Okay, this is our stat test. And I want to mostly get strength because that will help me be a viable party member and do nothing. So yeah, I know this seems like an alignment check, but this is actually a personality quiz to determine your stat growth. It's kind of weird. And so it determined that I am good for attack, which means that I will get a lot of strength. Alright, and now I have to go talk to more people. Oh, do I have to talk to humans? Alright, cool. Now we're gonna get a long cutscene. So here's a very fancy cutscene that I have the speed up to max because it takes like 1 to 2 minutes. It's interesting, but this is for a challenge run. We're not invested in the plot here. I mean, if some of you get invested in the plot by slowing down to quarter speed and reading all the dialogue that I'm skipping through, I don't judge that, but I will explain the rules. Once we actually get into... Once I get my first party member, I will explain the rules on how this is going to work. Because SMT is not Pokemon. You can't catch a demon and then it's viable for the entire game. Stop talking to me. I just want to get it over with. No, I won't explain it. I'm going to explain it when I get into the dungeon. Yeah, the chat latency is really annoying, but I can't do anything about it. Yay, mysterious people. Please shut up. I do not care about you. Human person, we will remember that. Yes, I do not care. Okay, we're done here. Epic. Engineer. Gaming. Okay. We are almost there. In hindsight, I probably should have just made a save file that starts at the point where I wanted it to, but my test save file is already way past that point because I beat the first dungeon with the rules that I am establishing. So they're saying there's aliens, / they're actually called demons, but there's intelligent life out there, and we're gonna fight a few battles. So we're going to go to sickbay to get free minute. Oh wait, no, wrong place. I have to go to the deck, then I go to sickbay. There's a bunch of plot stuff very early on in the game that's somewhat annoying. So, alright, we need to fight some things. So, that guy died, and so that guy also died. And now we get the demon summoning program, yippee! Alright, so I can literally just turn on auto. Actually, gun is probably more effective because it attacks both of them. Yep, there, I beat it in 3 turns. Okay, we beat them, but we need to close the hatch. Hatch is closed, goodbye. And so now we need to go back to the command room. So they're talking about how we just got contacted by extra-dimensional beings to give us the demon summoning program. Yeah, the extra-dimensional beings in that very short cutscene beforehand that I skipped through, they give us this. That's not like a twist reveal, it's a pretty obvious conclusion. So we need to fight a couple more demons in sickbay. Oh wait, no, I need to go to the lab to get healed for free and get medicine. And so I'm just gonna really quickly actually use one of those to heal myself up. Once we get out of the ship for the first time, we will be discussing the rules. Also, I have cursor memory on to make this less painful. Okay, I leveled up again. Okay, cool. And so now we get to leave the ship, so... There are some people scattered around outside. Yeah, me on my way to explore space in the Extrasolar Express. I mean, these are, like, sort of spaceships. They're more like tanks with rockets attached to them. But I'm gonna go to sickbay to get healing for free. And then I'm going to go to the lab and to get some free medicine. And then I'm going to go to the deck. And I'm going to go into the dungeon. And so I'm going to explain things now after these people stop talking to me. So, unlike Pokemon, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey does not have the equivalent of routes. So my decision is that I will be able to recruit one demon every floor of a dungeon. Now, some dungeons have a lot of floors, some dungeons don't have many, and there are a couple other rules. So, unlike Pokemon, some demons can evolve in some SMT games. I'm not sure if the system actually exists in Strange Journey or not. I've never kept a demon on long enough in any normal playthrough for it to happen. But demons do not remain viable throughout the entirety of the game, as they reach a level cap wherein they stop leveling up without a ton of XP that would be an unusual amount for the area that you're in. And this is not going to... I don't want this to be a grind stream. And I want all of the stuff that I do for this to be recorded, so you can't just say, oh, you grinded a level 99 off camera. I don't want that to be the case. So, I will be able to recruit one demon per floor, and so this dungeon has 3 floors, so I'll be able to recruit 3 demons and have a full party, but one of my demons is already decided for me because it is mandatory. Now, as for... do I recruit the first thing I see? Well, Strange Journey is weird because you can't tell what your enemies are the first couple times you encounter them. So you can't even negotiate with them, and negotiation is how you get a demon. So my rules are that I get to pick one demon per floor to add to my roster. It's a personal choice, but I have to stick with it. I can't recruit another demon from the same floor. I always have to go down to the next floor, or up to the next floor to unlock the next demon recruit. And also, here's another rule. Once I beat the main boss of the dungeon and unlock the next dungeon, I can no longer recruit enemies from any of the floors in that dungeon. And there is a third rule. There is this system called Demon Fusion, which allows you to get demons that you don't naturally encounter, and better demons, and demons that are closer to your level, because demons generally just level up slower in this game, in all SMT games. I am allowed to use Demon Fusion, but I can only fuse a demon once, and if the demon dies in battle, I have to delete it. I can't fuse it. So unlike Pokemon, you don't, there's no restrictions on deleting a demon. You can delete Pixie as soon as you get her, and Pixie is the one mandatory demon because she's the tutorial demon. So as soon as I step out of here, I am going to get Pixie. So, as soon as I take my first step out of this cave, Pixie is going to accost me, and we're going to skip this. Well, skip. There's no magic skip cutscene button in this game. Pixie's going to give me a tutorial on negotiation, and I will get her for free. So this is just a negotiation tutorial. This is explaining what demons are asking for, and so... And it just told me I can't communicate with demons that look like pixel blobs, so that's why I get to pick. Because without fighting a few battles against a demon, I can't even recruit them. And so now I have my one demon I'm allowed to have for this floor. And you might notice that she didn't automatically get added to my party like a Pokemon game. That is because you have to manually do that. So, theoretically, I could put my demons away if I'm worried about them dying. The main problem is that if the main character dies, you get a game over. And I'm not doing this, a game over means the run is dead. If I get a game over in a boss fight, I need to rethink my strategy, but I don't, like, reset the run. I just go back to the last save point, because that's typically a bit of progress lost. So... gun... This is teaching me about the demon co-op system. So co-op is where your party members will combo an enemy if they are weak to something. Think of it as like the all-out attack from Persona, but not very good. And it's deliberately not very good. Okay, cool. So I'm going to explore the entirety of this floor and get up a few levels, because there is a boss on this floor, but it's not like the main boss of the dungeon or anything. It's a mid-boss. It's a very small mid-boss, and there's quite a few other ones. There is also something useful called skill mutation, where skills have a chance to change once a demon reaches a very high level for it. I might be using that, I might not. It depends on how viable Fusion is. Fusion is completely unviable in the first dungeon because I will only have enough demons to make a singular full party. And also I need to make sure Pixie does not die, because if Pixie dies at any point, my entire run is screwed. Because you can only get one Pixie in the first dungeon. She's not a normal encounter. So, yeah. I will also take some time to explain some of the more obscure UI elements of this game that don't exactly make sense. Like, once we get out of battle, I'll explain one of them in particular that's rather confusing. Heal yourself, Pixie. So I just leveled up again, and so let me explain. That bar at the top of my screen, oh, I probably shouldn't have entered a menu immediately. You'll see it again after I exit it. But the bar at the top of my screen is it's the equivalent of an encounter rate. You can only ever encounter it when it turns red. It's never conveyed to the player, but basically you can see it's turning yellow, and then it will turn orange and red after a little bit. So, yeah. So I'm saving my first crewmate here. Mid-boss for a mid-man. Yeah. For his neutral special, he wields a gun. And the problem is Pixie is not very physically strong, so comboing things with her just kind of sucks. But hey, we killed both of those guys, and we saved our crewmate. Okay, that's 1 of 3. Okay, and they just explained moon phases. So another reason why I get to pick what I want is because moon phases affect demons, and without shilling out a lot of money, you cannot talk to demons at all on a full moon. Well, I mean, you can. The option is there. It's not removed from the menu or anything, but they will not give you any valuable information. Alright, let's keep the streak going. Stop making unfunny Among Us jokes. They're not funny. But please make for his neutral special he wields a gun jokes, because those are still funny and definitely not dated. Oh, I ran into a wall because I'm an idiot. Oops. Hey guys, I grinded a bit off screen and now I have this level 1 Metatron with the strongest stats. Yeah, that is how grinding off camera works in some things. No, my intention is to fully beat this game. Not in one sitting, because Strange Journey is a long game with many teleport mazes. But I hope to at least be able to beat the first dungeon. Or at least get to floor 2 in this dungeon and get Jirai Knocker, who is, surprise, my pick, because it's the only demon in this dungeon that is of neutral alignment and learns an ice skill. But sadly, he will be replaced immediately once we get to dungeon 2. Yeah, Netherite and SMT. But, yeah, free heal. So, while this is a Nuzlocke, I'm trying to see if it's possible to do SMT with limited demon recruitment. It's not as stringent as like an actual Nuzlocke. And if you just saw, I overwrote my old save file. I know this is possible without my current setup, but I believe my current setup will be better because it will be less painful. AKA, it will require slightly less grinding to face the first boss, Morax. Because we will actually be able to combo him every couple of turns. And, yep, there's a demon past here. There's a room in here. Oh, it's the fat guy. I always forget the fat guy's up here. Granted, I typically forget about his existence as well. Oh wait, Pixie can spawn in this dungeon? I always forget that Pixie can, but no, she always spawns with Dibyuk. Meaning we are going to kill a Dibyuk. Die. Alright. Time to kill Pixie. Not my Pixie, but the enemy Pixie. And sadly, unlike a regular Nuzlocke, you cannot name things. So you can't name your demons. If I could, I totally would, but you can't. And you might say, oh, if this is a Nuzlocke and not a 100% run, why are you exploring everything? Because side quests are useful, and sometimes side quests give you demons, and I will count side quests that give you a free demon as not expending a recruitment. And I think some of you might think that is cheap. Yeah, the negotiations in this game are literally just the trade offer guy. They literally just act like the trade offer guy. They're like, I receive 90% of your HP, you receive nothing. It's more like Dr. Phil, I'm going to kill you, pay me $200. You know, like Dr. Phil. Dr. Phalanges. And I am level 4 now. I think the highest level demon in this dungeon that isn't the boss, Morax, who is impossible to negotiate with, is level 8? It's level 8 or 9. Or is Oni a level 10 demon? Sometimes my knowledge of this version gets mixed up with the knowledge of the remaster. So I don't have perfect knowledge of everything. Don't expect me to, like, instantly teleport through the warp mazes in this game, because I won't. Okay, cool. Got that done. No, I didn't want to use a skill, I want to use item. Okay, finally. So we're gonna go back to the ship before tackling the last two people who need our help. I'm not gonna say the Among Us word anymore. And there we go. They are all dead. So now I just have to save 2 more. And if you're wondering, the hallway before the ship, in specifically this dungeon, does not have enemy encounters, ever. Weird system. Also, after I save the 3 crewmates, they start charging me money to heal myself. And sometimes I just think that within the lore of the game, a lot of the things that these people do is counterintuitive. Alright. Sector Antlia. Alright, first guy over here. Yep, and he does not even have a battle. The good thing about this area is that most things are weak to fire in the first floor, and I just so happen to have a fire spell on every character right now. I say spell, but it's a flamethrower for my main character. Okay, Pixie leveled up to level 4. That's good. Now the good thing about Pixie is that she doesn't have any weaknesses, so the boss couldn't exploit that. Alright, we gotta fight the demon. And we beat them. That was relatively easy. Alright, we completed the first mission. And if you notice the unique wall texture for that one specific wall, that's because that's where we're going next, and that's where the remainder of the first floor is, pretty much. I mean, there is some stuff on the first floor to the left and up. Where does the money go that you give them if it's just to contain ship? Yeah, I don't know. They charge me money. But, I mean, I think it's implied that Maka is more like energy than an actual physical currency, given that it just drops from demons. It's more of a balancing thing, but in lore, they probably wouldn't charge you money. Yeah, it's Jimenez, he needs help. And Obama, the black guy, is going to die first. So we have to beat the mid-boss of this floor and go and get one thing to actually get to the second floor. Yeah. So let's keep going through this dungeon. Now, if only we had the ability that we would get after fighting the mid-boss, because that would be a shortcut to him, but we don't. And we just burst that wide open. Yeah, and there's an angry demon. He kills a couple people. Alright, so Gore ran it. Shut up. I do not care about you. I didn't check, but it is possible. I think it is possible to get to the second floor, but I'm not certain. This is a save station. It also lets me teleport back to the beginning of the area, for those that don't know. Anyway, let's get out of here. There's a pointless dead end right there. Okay, yeah, we can't get to the second floor. But we can do a little exploring and unlock the rest of this area. And so here's the place that we'll have to go slightly later. Rest in peace, Gorbama, yeah. President Obama is going to get down really soon. What demon is on this floor that I haven't encountered yet? No. I accidentally pressed return. I was not paying attention. Oh, well, it didn't matter. Oh, it was the vermin. It was Okyomushi. The rare spawn. I hate the rare spawns, because they never show up when you want them to, and theoretically I could recruit one of the vermins because they are neutral. I am very thankful that this game is not one of the... Yeah, it's blocked by a Cool Kids Only door. I forgot. I thought I might have been able to skip like 5 seconds worth of content. Oh, is that a raptor? Yeah, that was raptor. Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a raptor. I know the encounter table of this dungeon a lot better than of the next one. So next dungeon, I will be a bit out of luck when it comes to predicting exactly what is going to happen. Isn't the finite demon on this floor? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, it's this one. And she is dead now. I'm so not used to the fact that in Vanilla Strange Journey, I mean, I've played Vanilla a couple times, but it's so weird to me that the game starts you off with HP walk. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just something I'm not used to. It's definitely slightly helpful. Why do I keep hitting return? And I got sleeped. Accidentally presses return. Like an idiot. If this game had press turn, it would probably be easier. Let's just kill Pixie. Okay, cool. It was risky to not heal myself, but also there is a healing spring, like, right here. So we're fully healed for this mini boss fight. Okay, we're gonna speed through this cutscene. Don't worry, Obama's going to die. Run or he'll kill us all. Commander Gore took on the demon. He's so cool. He has way more health than me. The demon ran away. Gore, are you alright? Commander, behind you! No, Obama, he died. Commander Gore got quite literally gored. Okay, so, burn. He's weak to fire, which is the only element I have access to conveniently. And he's not resistant to physical, like the boss of the dungeon is. But the problem is he does a lot of damage. So this fight will be slightly slow. Because I don't want Pixie to die, because she is essential for being the only demon with access to a healing spell this early in the game. Nope. Use it on yourself, because if the main character oh, I accidentally pressed space. And clicked out of the window. He should be pretty low by now. Because I think he only has like 200 health. Yeah, he's pretty low. But I don't want to risk losing my only party member at this time, because I'm not stupid. There we go, he died. Good job, team. To quote Mark Zuckerberg, good job, team. Okay, cool. We beat him. We got Ligma. We completed the mission, and then we get teleported back to base. We give Commander Gore a funeral. It was Tyler. Tyler, the creator. And I don't have any particularly strategy for what alignment I will do, because as you go later on into the game, there's more demons available of either alignment. There's going to be a lot of Chaos Demons in the next dungeon, and then a few Law Demons in Dungeon C, and then Dungeon D has Dungeon E has a ton of Law Demons. Dungeon D isn't really super... I think it has a pretty even spread. This dungeon has fairly even spread. There's not a ton of Chaos or Law Demons. They're mostly neutral. But there are... Actually, I think it's perfectly equal, because Chaos has Malphas, Law has Raptor, and the frickin' floating guy, and the Tengu. And actually, this despite having a Chaos boss, this dungeon is kind of Law heavy in terms of demons. Okay, so we need to go and scavenge the wreckage of the crew. Apologies for blowing my nose. Alright, gang. It's been 40 minutes. Though due to speed up, it says that it has been slightly longer than 40 minutes. No, wait, we need to... They don't give me the mission yet. I have to go get the engine parts I forgot. Alright, so let's go. And... pretty soon we should be one-shotting things on this floor. Or at least beat everything in one turn without taking any damage, but pretty soon. The first floor isn't very strong demons. Okay, we're gonna gather the materials, and so we're gonna skip through this. It's very riveting stuff, I assure you, but if you want to know the plot, please play this game on your own. Alright. Alright, we got the materials we need. We got the materials we need. We can now go back to the ship. And they're dead. So let's keep going. Also, this is one of the games from the weird slime design era. I mean, I don't hate this slime design. I think it looks cool. But it's just a weird design. It's just kind of like a melted human. Plays Zelenin in Sim 08, lol. Zelenin Sim 2008, yeah. I mean, it's a decent game. I mean, I would recommend Redux over it because it has a few more features, but the story changes are somewhat lackluster. cool. I have to go do something, so this will be prematurely finished, I guess. Was almost an hour. So I guess that